Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. I think some of you have already seen one of these knives on Kitty's Corner. I don't think I've shown them on the channel yet, but these are the Rough Ryder Spades Black Appaloosa knives, and as you can see down here, 30 Rough Ryder, always quality handmade, and that's for the 30th anniversary of Rough Ryder, which is actually next year, 2024, I believe. But the thing that got me with these boxes is the spelling of Rough Ryder. R-I-D-E-R again. Have they gone back to the old spelling? Have they left Rough Ryder with the Y and gone back to Rough Ryder with an I? I'm really curious about that. A couple other people have already reviewed these knives. I'm going to show both of them right now. I do not know if I'm going to do individual reviews on both of these knives or not. So really what we're looking at is the Spades Black Appaloosa knives by Rough Ryder. And there's two of them out there right now. One of them is the Coke bottle, which is a 4-inch Coke bottle. And I know I showed this one because as soon as it came in, it was like, wow, this knife is fantastic. And I showed it real quickly, I believe on Kitty's Corner. And you can see there, this is the Black Appaloosa bone. It's basically a white smooth bone, but there's also some black dye in there. It is not a full black on there. And you can see it. Mine looks really good. You've got black underlayment or black liners underneath the bone, and then you've got the brass liners, and then you have the stainless steel back springs. I believe these are in 440C or 440B, I don't know. Nope, they're 440A. They're just your basic 440A. This one is the 2485, and this is, like I said, the Coke bottle. Man, and it is a really good, strong lockup going on there. You do have the swedge still, nice swedge. I like the shape of the clip blade. It's a really cool clip blade going on with it. And then the secondary blade on this knife, man, that's a strong pull, is a coping blade. Also with a very strong pull. I would give these pulls somewhere in the 7 or 8 line, at least on the knife I have. Now both knives have a tang stamp on there. The diamond, the 30 diamond tang stamp, I guess was what you could call it. See how it's got the 30 above. The 30 is not above in the tang stamp, but you do have a diamond shape there. And then the word Rough Ryder again, and again it's with an I. Rough Ryder, R-I-D-E-R. Now they've been using the Y for some time, so, and I cannot believe that these knives were actually designed, you know, 5 or 6 years ago for the 30th anniversary. So I'm really curious if they're going back to the R-I-D-E-R spelling or not. In any case, really good coping blade going on here. And you got the mirror polish. You do have a little bit of a swedge up in front there. And you can see how nice and straight it is on top. And then you got the drop coming down really straight along the bottom there. So that should work really well for coping. Very strong, like I said. Man, it's really strong even in the half stop, and pulling it beyond there is a little tough. At least it is for me right now. People who like a really strong pull are really going to like these knives. You heard that, man. That is one heck of a snap, and that blade is tight. Look at those nice thick back springs on there. Both of these knives are similar in build too. The quality of the build is just fantastic. And these are not that expensive of a knife. I think they're right around $18, $19. Here's the what they're calling the Coke bottle. And got the ring on the top, ring on the bottom. And the other one, I think they're calling it the two-blade jack. And that one's right here. Or swell center jack, that's what they're calling it, swell center. You see there, it's got the swell in the middle. So both of them are big chunky knives. What is it, 4 inches? No, not 4 inches. Man, can you imagine that? That thing, it seems much bigger than that. Maybe 3 5/8 of an inches closed. Let's see the blade length. Blade is overall right around 2 3/4 inches, 2.5 inches with the cutting edge on that blade. And then let's see the second one here. Under 2 inches, just under 2 inches, maybe 1 7/8, and the cutting edge just over 1.5. So I would say 1 5/8 inches for the cutting edge on there with the coping blade. Now, this is the one I bought first because I thought I would like this one more than the swell center jack. But I tell you what, I'm beginning to really like the swell center jack a little bit more. It is an equal end knife, which is pretty cool. Nice swell in the middle. About the same length, right at 3 5/8 inches. You've got a really nice clip blade going on. This one does not have as nearly strong a pull as this one does. The swell center jack has a slightly lighter pull. Still an excellent lockup. You can see the finish going on there. Again, brass liners, nice thick back springs, wonderful bone. This one doesn't match quite as well as this one does, but it's pretty close. I like the lines running through there, but that is smooth. It's just the way the bone took the die. Shield is in there really nice. Both of them have a really wonderful inlaid shield. Feels good in the hand. You've got the secondary blade over here, opening on the other end and with a funky profile. And I'm sure someone is going to end up referring to it as a modified Wharncliffe blade eventually. And I guess in some theories you've got this blade, it kind of has that curve, even though you've got the two drops. You got boom and boom, and then you got the nice point coming up in front here. But that is closer to the coping blade that is on here than a Wharncliffe blade. And also, if you notice, the bottom is definitely got the bend to it. It is not straight across on the bottom. So I really still consider this more of a very funky drop point or a very funky pen blade. Fat one, but still. I'm going to go on record. It's a turtle head. It's not a modified Wharncliffe or a modified sheepfoot or coping blade. It is a turtle head blade. That's what I'm going to call it. But I do like the way they did this bump here. And the reason they have that bump there is basically so that the blade is high enough to clear the handle with the nail nick. You're seeing easily get your nail nick in there, but they have this drop going down so that the back of the blade, right here, is down below the handle. So you have no portion of the blade getting caught when you're dropping it in a pocket on either side. And so this is a really, really cool knife. I really like this one. Both of them are fantastic, but of the two, I think I really like the Appaloosa jack better, or whatever, the swell center jack better. Both of them are just really fantastic knives though. And the one thing that is really still making me wonder is Rough Ryder with an I. Are they going back to that spelling with the 30th anniversary? We're seeing that on more and more boxes, so who knows? Only time will tell. Because I got a feeling if we ask them, they're not going to tell us until they're ready. In any case, stick around for some slides, and I'll talk to you again soon. let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with the Pious. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.